Welcome to the Riff Ranch podcast.
Welcome to
everybody.
episode 47 of the Riff Ranch podcast.
Fucking how many?
Well, we want to start
states?
this podcast off by saying go
13
like,
colonies?
subscribe, join us on Patreon.
Yeah.
We got great things coming up for
Hit us with a like. If you like what you've heard so far, go ahead and hit us with a.
If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, hit us with a rating.
Yeah, dude, rate us, share us, subscribe, share, like, comment.
As of this recording of the podcast, we're sitting at like 25 subscribers on YouTube.
Tits.
Yeah, tits.
Yay! That's what you would hear on the background if we had my soundboard working. Yay!
if I had thought to charge it.
I don't think I even know how to use that thing anymore. We haven't used it in so long.
It's foreign to me.
It's foreign to me. It's basically Japanese, which is where
this tastes exactly like Kool-Aid without enough sugar in it. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's like not sweet enough Kool-Aid. That's wild.
Yeah, not sweet enough Kool-Aid. Almost like the Kool-Aid you'd get at daycare.
Yes,
like the teacher, like the old lady white teacher.
It kind of tastes like the Hugs barrels a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it tastes like.
So we're gonna have a Dragon Ball.
Yeah, speaking of Japanese, we're gonna be doing.
That was a crazy transition. That was a wild transition. We're going to be watching Dragon Ball Z. Bailey's been getting into it lately. I've been playing a lot of the games recently. Well, I guess the one game, but I've been getting really into the game recently. They're having the 7-year anniversary. If you don't know, 7 is a very important number for Dragon Ball because there's 7 Dragon Balls.
7 Dragon Balls. I wish I had 7. I was born with 2.
Me too. Man, but we're gonna have it playing in the background. I'm gonna try and not have it too loud so it doesn't pick up on the mic too much. And yeah, we're gonna watch Dragon Ball Z. We're starting at Z. Me and Bailey want to watch Dragon Ball, but I figured he'd learn a little bit more of the lore and shit if we watch Z.
Since already got Super going on.
Yeah, and we're watching Dragon Ball. We're just gonna
converse about Dragon Bizzles.
What I was saying though is like before we started. Every arc of the original Dragon Ball was like important. It all was building up to them finding all 7 Dragon Balls. And it was like every couple of episodes they would find one of the Dragon Balls. And like every arc was building up to like what are they going to make the wish on kind of thing. And it's really interesting because you never see them use the Dragon Balls to resurrect anyone except for Krillin one time, like towards the very end of the original run of Dragon Ball. And then you get to Z, and immediately I'm kind of spoiling it because we're watching Dragon Ball Z right now, but one of the first things that happens in like the first handful of episodes is Goku fucking dies.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Goku fucking dies, which is crazy because he's the main fucking character up until this point when you're watching all of it, and he just fucking gets killed. So let's go ahead and start it.
So let's watch that.
Oh, that's a little loud. So yeah, dude. Fucking... I had more to talk about with fucking.
I would just like to say that Goku might be one of the most charismatic characters that has ever been brought into television from Japan. But,
yeah, dude. I was just.
But also,
Bailey,
he's the worst father.
Oh, awful father! But I was just telling Bailey one of my favorite scenes from all of Dragon Ball. Does this start? Oh, I thought this started on Planet Vegeta.
Planet Vegetus.
Planet Vegetus. I don't remember where Dragon Ball starts. That's crazy. I think this is Raditz. Oh, no, it is Planet Vegeta. Okay, so it's showing Goku as a baby. I don't remember this. That's crazy.
Damn, look at that fat hog on that baby boy.
No, they edited out the penis. They don't show the penises in the anime. The original Dragon Ball shows Goku's dick quite a bit, just so you know. It shows it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. He's just walking around, child dick everywhere. Fucking.
And that's his daddy. And that's Frieza.
Oh, yeah, they're showing
Yes,
Bardock.
Queen.
Yeah.
Frieza, why does Frieza have to be gay, though?
They're like asexual. I'm pretty sure they reproduce asexually because you never see a female of his race.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even in the video game you showed me, there wasn't a selection.
Yeah, there wasn't a selection for male or female Frieza race. So
that's
I'm pretty sure they're asexual.
Dude, that's crazy to think that like Frieza and Goku's dad would battle each other. Like, I don't know how frequently, but they
no, that is Frieza. That's not Frieza's dad, but like... Frieza...
No, not Frieza. I meant Goku's dad.
Oh, yeah,
Goku's dad and Frieza fight each other.
Yeah.
And then later on, his fucking dad obliterates him.
Yeah. And Frieza, because he's such a tyrant, doesn't even realize. He doesn't even remember. Like, this is just like such a little footnote in
in his
Frieza's
life.
life that like Frieza doesn't even remember this motherfucker. Oh yeah, and that's the whole thing. So if you watch the Bardock special, it shows you a lot more about Bardock's story and the rebellion that he built. Bardock was getting visions of the future, and he was
Yeah,
constantly seeing the
yeah.
future.
They mentioned that
And
in the
so
Broly movie.
in Bardock's Bardock is
Broly
Goku's
is like
father.
Broly feels something in the wind,
Yeah.
and then his friend mentions to him like, "Hey, yo, something weird's going
So
on."
so
So
for
they,
you guys at home that are listening, Bardock is Goku's father, and Bardock was getting visions of the future. And in his death, his final vision that he gets, he sees a vision of a grown Goku fighting Frieza, and he knows that his son's gonna live on with the Saiyan race and all this shit.
so what happens when over the years, like these sands don't have the same amount of, they don't have the same amount of,
What?
they don't have the same. Sorry, I'm distracted because I'm trying to pay attention as well. Oh,
Sorry,
look at that, so cute. Look at that.
that's Gohan,
Look at that, Grandpa Gohan.
Grandpa Gohan. Goku calls him Grandpa Gohan, but it's actually his adopted father.
Grandpa, so sweet.
So sweet.
So if Saiyans basically don't age,
They do
then
age. So Vegeta actually mentions this at some point in Super. He talks about how Saiyans will fight in their prime until their 80s. They start slowing down in their 80s. But just because it's like an athlete, an athlete like a basketball player will play in their prime until like their mid 30s.
Mhm.
From like their mid 20s to their mid 30s would be like their prime, I guess. And then like, but an athlete is still like good. Like you would
Yeah.
still be good at basketball even like in your 40s.
especially if you spend your
So,
entire
like,
life doing it.
so like Vegeta and Goku will be out of their prime after their 80s, but they'll still be strong fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's basically what
But
Vegeta.
do they? But like, is it actually 80 years though, or is it
What
like the equivalent of 80 years for like a human to? Because
their
they can live
lifespans
for.
are longer, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Their
it does. It
lifespans.
kind of
Their lifespans are like exponentially longer than humans. But
Vegeta
still,
kind of implies it's not like Viltrumites from Invincible, because like in Invincible, his dad kind of explains that they live for hundreds of thousands of years, and Vegeta kind of explains in Super that like they do live longer than humans. Like they'll fight in their prime until their 80s, basically, and like once they age out of their 80s, I guess it would be the equivalent of hitting like middle age for a human. So like they live like twice as long,
true.
basically. I guess they'll live like roughly twice as long.
Okay.
It's more of like a Superman situation where like
Okay.
they just age a lot slower.
Okay. And that being said, too, like if that happened, then like say like all the Super Saiyans. So well,
So also,
it's
if you
Vegeta.
watch,
It's
you've
Vegeta
never seen
and
the end
Goku.
of you've never seen the end of GT. The end of GT, Goku is like, I have to go away, guys, and everyone's like, Goku, what are you talking about? And he's like, I need to go away with the dragon. Like basically, the final arc of Dragon Ball GT, the dragons, each Dragon Ball has a dragon associated with it, and the Shadow Dragons come from the Dragon Balls. Are basically like, you've abused the Dragon Balls too much. You've used us way too much,
Yeah.
and now you're gonna get the repercussions for all of these wishes you've made, basically.
Mm.
And the Shadow Dragons come and attack like the main group of heroes and shit. And Goku has to go Super Saiyan 4 and fight all of them, and it's like a whole thing going on. And at the very end, Goku has to make a spear bomb, and he communicates telepathically with King Kai because
Yeah.
King Kai is like one of the gods or whatever. And King Kai basically asks around the whole universe because
Yeah, for everyone to give him his power.
throughout all of GT, Goku and his family have basically gone like all around the universe and made friends everywhere. So King Kai connects to all of his friends all over the universe, and Goku makes a universal spirit bomb from like all of the energy of all of his friends.
I do remember seeing
and,
something like that.
And he uses it to defeat the final Shadow Dragon, basically. But in doing so, like, it kind of implies that Goku dies, and he has to leave with Shenron after that, basically. And he says goodbye to his family, and everyone's crying, and no one understands why he has to leave with Shenron. And what I love is the show doesn't fucking explain it. Goku just says, I need to leave with Shenron. I have to do this. And he gets on top of like the regular green Shenron or whatever, and him and Shenron fly off, and no one sees him again. And then the final episodes of Dragon Ball GT jump 100 years in the future, and Pan, his granddaughter, is an old lady now, and she has a great grandchild named Goku Jr., and he's learning to become a fighter just like Goku, and he's like learning about the Dragon Balls and this whole thing. And basically at the end of, like, you see him go on this, like, Pan gets sick, his grandma, and he's like he finds out that if he finds a Dragon Ball, he can make a wish, and he goes and finds the 4-star Dragon Ball, which is the Dragon Ball that Grandpa Gohan gives to Goku when he's a little boy. So
Mhm.
like Goku Jr. finds the same Dragon Ball that Goku had or whatever, and but he doesn't understand how the Dragon Ball works, and he thinks that if he just finds one of them, he can make a wish. And Goku appears to him 100 years later,
Yeah.
but Goku's like still looking the same age
Yeah.
that he is and everything. And he's like, "That's not how it works, kid. You got to find all of them." And he's like, "What? Who are you?" Like this whole thing. And Goku Jr. ends up getting into this fight with like these demons in the woods, and it's like a whole thing. But he ends up going Super Saiyan throughout all of it because like he has so much trauma of like him being concerned of like his grandma's gonna die or whatever, and that trauma causes him to go Super Saiyan. And what this is kind of implying is like this is Goku's great great grandchild, and he can go Super Saiyan. And what this is kind of saying is like any amount of Saiyan DNA in you, you have the potential to go Super Saiyan. And it's like crazy how that works. Kind of implying that like Earth is always going to be safe because like there's going to be so many people with like minuscule bits of Saiyan DNA.
That's what I was getting at is like considering like how they would, and even if somebody's like a quarter of a Super Saiyan or of a Saiyan, they're still a Saiyan.
Yeah, they're still
so
like and Goku.
Like so basically,
Goku Jr. being his great great grandson would have like I don't know a
like
16th or
like
a
not
32nd.
Yeah.
Like he would have almost
about as much about as much Mexican as I have in me is how much.
Yeah.
That's how much.
Yeah. So you can get away with saying the slurs, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just beep.
Fucking yeah, but no, I just think I love the way GT ends because it's like Goku. All Goku ever wanted for Earth, like the reason he stayed dead for so many years after the Cell Saga, is because he wanted people to be able to protect Earth for themselves. He didn't want people to become reliant on him to save them. Yeah. And the end of GT, the message is like, it's okay, Goku. There's going to be so many Super Saiyans, you don't need to protect Earth anymore. Basically, is like kind of the message at the end of GT.
And he goes off and flies away with the dragon.
Flies away, and you never see him again. So Goku Jr. It actually also says, yeah, that's a thing too. Is like in Super, they talk about how Goku's never kissed Chi-Chi, but they have fucking 2 kids together.
What?
Yeah, they say something like that in Super. Yeah, like it's a whole fucking
That's crazy.
Yeah,
no eye contact. So he's just like hitting it from the back. Imagining it's Vegeta.
He's like, I exclusively hit it from the back. I will not kiss her. I don't want her looking in my direction.
I don't want her looking at me because it's a woman and that's gross. And like how you were telling me earlier, Goku's going around grabbing pussies.
Oh yeah. That's what I was getting to. That's one of my favorite scenes in Dragon Ball. Now that you brought it up, like it really is because it's so funny. Goku in the original Dragon Ball walks around slapping bitches in the pussy because he was only ever raised in the woods by his grandpa Gohan.
Yeah, so he thinks everybody has a dingling.
So like he thinks everyone has a dingling, and he meets Bulma for the first time, and he's like, "Where's your dingling?" And he slaps her right in the pussy.
Slaps her right in the twat.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite bits in Dragon Ball. It's so funny to me. It doesn't fly today, but like
yeah, don't fly today.
But like it's so funny to me that like this little 12-year-old boy is just fucking slapping bitches in the pussy.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
Anyway, we're watching Dragon Ball Z.
Bulma.
We're about 15 minutes in. Oh, look at the dragon. He looks rough. He definitely got a glow up in Super. You know what I'm saying?
A single wish, but now it's 3 wishes.
No, it's 2 wishes. So that's one of my biggest gripes in fucking Dragon Ball is they never bring that up again, or almost never bring that up. So like what I was telling you about earlier is Goku goes and gets Dende from Namek. Dende comes in, creates Dragon Balls, and you can now so the Namekian Dragon Balls you can make 3 wishes off of. The original Dragon Balls on Earth you could only make 1. And then Dende remakes the Dragon Balls on Earth, and he's like, hey, like, I upgraded them for you guys. You can now make 2 wishes if you want, or if you do multiple resurrections at once, it's going to be 1 wish. But, like, if everyone on the Earth dies and you want to resurrect everyone on Earth, you can do that with a single wish. And, like, so that gets brought up in the Cell Saga, and after Dende does that, they make 2 wishes on the Dragon Balls. But then, like, in the Buu Saga and, like, future sagas going forward, they don't ever bring that up again, and everyone only makes 1 wish on the fucking Dragon Balls, and it irks me. Like, it's just fucking...
And he's just like, all right, bye. And it
just dips off. He's like, they're asking about the Super Saiyan God, and they're like, yeah, could you make me a Super Saiyan God with my wish? And he's like, I don't have the power to do that, but I can tell you how to do it, and that's going to count as your wish. And then, like, he doesn't give them another fucking wish, though. Like,
yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's bullshit. It's
Yeah,
horseshit as well.
yeah. It's like you have, and then later on when they use it to resurrect Frieza, he's like, you have 3 wishes. I want the best ice cream in the world, and I
What the
want
fuck?
like 1,000,000 yen, and it was like they brought Frieza back to life. They got ice cream and they got money.
That sounds about right.
And Boma wants to use the
That's
Dragon
Piccolo's
Balls
dad,
to.
by the way. That's Demon King Piccolo. And
Oh my
so
god!
Goku puts a hole through his chest, and then he spits out an egg, and that's Piccolo as a baby right there.
So that's why Piccolo hates him so
Yeah,
much.
and then like it time jumps like 2 or 3 years in the future, and this is the end of Dragon Ball right here. Like Goku's all grown up now. He's like 17 or 18, and Piccolo's like 3 years old, and he's like, "I'm gonna fight you because you killed my dad." Oh, and during this fight, this is when Goku flies for the first time. Goku doesn't know how to fly before this moment, because like none of the characters know how to fly, and Goku uses the flying Nimbus, the little yellow cloud.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Goku can only fly using the little yellow cloud for all of Dragon Ball, and then his last fight in Dragon Ball, he flies for the first time and he headbutts Piccolo.
Nice. I would like to watch that.
Yeah, I want
From the
to.
get-go.
I want to rewatch Dragon Ball too. I just figured more context in this. You want to do that?
Prologue to battle. The return of
Are you
Goku.
wanting to make them right now?
Look at that fucking beautiful bow.
Look at that! Look at that Asian woman.
No, the food.
I know, but no, I was like,
Oh.
look at that Asian woman. What a bitch!
What a bitch.
Look, Goku's so
Yeah, he
not
looks-
swole. Look at his traps. Look at
Yeah, he looks
He's
like
got traps like me.
He looks like a wee boy. He looks like a wee boy.
He's I believe Goku is 23 or 24 at this point, and Gohan's 5 at the beginning of Z,
Damn, bro. Still no kissies.
and still no kisses. And Piccolo is 8 at this point.
Kissy, kissy. Has it been the same guy who's voiced him all this time?
Goku? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Actually, no. So in Japan, it's a woman that voices Goku, and she's voiced him all ages, and she voices Gohan and Goten. In English, it's a woman that voices Kid Goku, and then when Goku grows up, it's a man that voices him. But that same woman that voiced Kid Goku voices Gohan until Gohan grows up, and then they have someone.
and then he could go 10.
Yeah, and then she voices Goten. Yeah, he's on the
Nimbus.
because he's still so even though he's flown before, he still doesn't fly yet. Like that's a thing. You'll notice like as they get more powerful, they begin to fly. I don't think they really start flying until they get to Frieza. Gohan's a wee boy. Gohan's kind of a pussy.
Grab
I'm
him
not
by
gonna
his
lie.
fucking wolf cut.
Chi-Chi's kind of a helicopter mom. She don't really let Gohan go out and do things. She just wants him to be a scholar.
Daddy. I need you to be smarter than your father.
I need someone to make money. Fuck. Actually, no.
I need someone to
Chi-Chi's,
pay the bills.
Chi-Chi's dad is a king. You find that out in the original Dragon Ball. He's the Ox King, and so
Yeah.
like they're set. That's why Goku doesn't actually work.
Yeah. And then they, like in Super, Mr. Satan gives all the money he won for saving the world. He gives it to Goku because Goku really did it.
Yeah.
He was like, "Here, I'd feel bad."
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. And he's
Hercule
like, takes it to
actually
Chi Chi. He's like, "Here, Chi Chi. Now I'm gonna go fucking train you, bitch."
Hercule's actually a really kick-ass character. He's kind of a gag character, but I love
Yeah.
Hercule.
Yeah, he's fun.
I remember hating him as a kid because I remember originally seeing him in the Cell Saga when I first saw it as a kid. I was like, this piece of shit thinks he's so strong because he can break 16 bricks, which as a human, that's actually a really fucking impressive feat. Could you imagine a guy just in front of you break 16
Yeah,
bricks?
just fucking pow.
And like, that's insane. But no, like he just thinks he's hot shit, and then he sees Goku and everyone fighting Cell for the first time. He's like, oh shit, and like gets all scared and shit, and it's the whole thing. And then he slowly becomes like more and more of a gag character, and I just love it.
And I love the whole like where was it Goku's riding through town in Super and those aliens come down to meet.
Dude, have you ever watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
No.
It's really fucking good.
What the fuck is that? Is that Vajiji?
No, that's Raditz.
Is that Vagina?
Dragon. So it's like it's a comedy. You know, these YouTubers made Dragon Ball Z abridged, and it's a comedy abridged version. So it's like much shorter than having to watch all of Dragon Ball Z. And they do a really good like retelling of Dragon Ball Z, and they make it really funny and like humorous.
The Ox King, though, I was wondering what the fuck that guy. So, like, what is he the king of? Oxus?
That's not the Ox King.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, Goku meets him during Dragon Ball, and fucking, I don't know. He's like one of. He's not really a villain, but he's like kind of a villain for an episode, I guess.
Why is he called the Ox King?
I don't really know. I just know he's like the king of an area. He wears an ox horn.
Yeah, he wears.
Yeah.
Dude, Goku's brother's got a fucking thing on his leg, like a married lady,
like a married lady.
a bassinet or whatever.
That farmer has a power level of 4.
That's his bush right there.
Fucking AJ,
Yeah.
my stepbrother, was asking me today. He was like, asking me if Namekians are weak compared to humans or whatever. And I was like, actually, when you go to Namek and like everyone's like reading the power levels and shit, the average Namekian has like a power level of like 1,000, which is like roughly how strong Raditz is. And the average human has like a power level of like 4.
That's crazy. Just catches a slug shot. That's not the kind of bullet that would come out of that that fucking.
That's not the kind of bullet, though.
No, that was the kind of bullet he could catch, though.
I don't know. It'd be cooler if he opened his hand and it'd be a fucking slug. Just a fat piece of lead.
I mean,
what do you want from an anime?
I don't know.
Kakarot!
Kakakok. And so, like, why haven't they ripped off his tail yet?
Who?
Gohan's?
Because it's painful. And so Goku didn't originally get his tail ripped off. It kind of like was cut off in the middle of a fight. But it regrows. Like Goku's tail regrows several times throughout Dragon Ball, and it's constantly cut off. And Goku's never worried about his tail getting cut off because it happens so much in battle. And then at some point it gets cut off and it just never regrows the last time in Dragon Ball. And Goku just doesn't really care. But it's like similar, like the way Goku never really cared. He doesn't really care that Gohan has it either. Really,
yeah.
That's why they haven't really cut it.
Doesn't. He does. He's not worried that like, yeah, my son could turn into a giant monkey and destroy everything.
They just don't let him out when there's a full moon.
There you go.
I just like that Dragon Ball Z is one of the few animes where like men are dressed just as subtly as women.
Yeah, right. Isn't that great?
Yeah. It's like he's all thighs out.
All thighs out.
Super high shoes.
Yeah, dude.
Like just
he's wearing chubs. Got me chubbed.
Yeah.
Dude, I fucking love Piccolo. After watching Super, I love Vegeta and Piccolo so much. That's my dog right there.
Dude, Vegeta. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I don't know if you realize this. Every character is named after fruits and vegetables. Like Piccolo is pickle. Fucking
Vegeta.
Raditz is radish. Vegeta is supposed to be vegetable. Kakarot is a carrot.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, that's why. And he wears orange. That's why he's named Kakarot.
That's funny.
Yeah. Fucking. There's more, but like anyway, yeah. All the fucking
Vegeta is
they come from Planet Salad. In Super, you learn that the Saiyans from the other universe come from Planet Salad.
Huh?
Or it's Salada. I can't remember how it's.
Yeah, Salada.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, all of the Saiyans are named after vegetables and shit.
That's funny. Wow.
Fucking Vegeta never calls Kakarot Goku. He always calls him Kakarot. That's a thing. I think there's only 3 times in all of Dragon Ball that he ever calls him Goku. And it's like really important. So like if he calls him Goku, it's like a really important situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Piccolo's having a fucking panic attack because he just found someone like 10 times as strong as him. Not really. Raditz is probably like 5 times as strong as him. But like...
Yeah.
So he's a lot stronger than like Goku and Piccolo together.
Uh-oh. Yoshi Roshi. Dude, Bulma can get it for real.
Beer.
Oh yeah, Krillin. That reminds me, fucking Krillin in Super. When he's just in his civilian clothes, he's always wearing some dumb T-shirt. Like throughout most of the show so far, he's wearing a dumb T-shirt that just says tacos.
Yeah. Fucking at one point, Vegeta's wearing a button-up shirt that says "juice" on the back. Yeah.
Juice.
Everyone just like wears stupid ass shirts. That's like a gag in Dragon Ball.
That's so funny.
I think you would love the original Dragon Ball because it's not a fighting anime. Like, yeah, the martial arts tournament is like a big part of Dragon Ball, but the original Dragon Ball is a gag anime. Like, it's more about the jokes and like Goku slapping bitches in the pussy.
Yeah,
and, like
yeah.
It's more about the gags than
Slapping gash.
Slapping gash. Yeah, it's more about the gag than it is about the fighting. Yeah. And then the show goes on more and more, and it's like way less about the gags. Like when you get to Super, it's just like fucking.
Damn, them bows look so good.
I'm watching it now, and I see why you thought that was Vegeta's brother and not Goku's, because that motherfucking Widow Peak boy.
Yeah, bro, that fucking Widow Peak is a motherfucker.
Him and Vegeta both, dude.
Yeah, they are both. I mean, fuck, and their receding hairline is crazy. Dude, Krillin is gorging himself right now.
Dude, Krillin is gooning right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's standing behind Bulma like fucking...
He's my son. Wait, what?
Yeah. They haven't seen Goku in 5 years, because Gohan's 5, and they just found out he has a son.
Why was he away?
He just hasn't been home. He's been taking care of his family and shit, doing shit in the woods.
Nice.
And all of his friends have been doing shit. Bulma is a CEO of a big company, and Krillin's a dwarf.
Yeah, Krillin's just a dwarf.
And I love this scene because like they're setting it up as like Gohan is the exact opposite of Goku. When everyone met Goku for the first time, he's like this kid that's like, "Hey, what's up? Let me slap you in the pussy." And like Gohan's like this meek little like, "Is that a turtle? I'm scared."
Yeah. Goku's still like that, or he's just like, "Hi."
He's just walking.
Like,
he's like, "Hi, let me slap you in the pussy."
Yeah, like where I just left off. He meets the creator of the multiverse, and he's just like, "Hey, bud, how are you?"
And
he
then
sticks
slaps
his hand
him in the pussy.
Yeah, he slaps him right in the pussy. And he like shakes his head. Buddy looks up at him and goes, "Hi," and shakes his hand. And then like Goku, to be funny, like lifts him up and is shaking him like that. And everyone's freaking out because like he's the god of creation.
I should call this like Riff Ball Z or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Riff Ball G's. I
don't know. Anyway,
all G's.
No, I love Goku is like from a literary standpoint. Goku is what they call a flat character. He never arcs out. He's just always the same person.
Yeah, he is very like it's always this.
You always know what you're
never
gonna get
really
from...
grows as a like.
The only way you see him grow is in his fighting. Like he becomes a master strategist by the end of the series.
You'd be like, "Oh no!"
And
everybody in the world is gonna die.
I love the fact that it's like. I love the fact that it's like he's always looking for a stronger fight, but he doesn't want to be the one protecting the world. Like he wants other people to do it. He's like, I just want to fight strong people.
Yeah, I just want to be the strongest I can be. Oh, Beastmaster.
No. Fuck, what is his name? Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Yeah, Battle Beast. Yeah, that's Goku. He's just looking for a good fight.
I'm looking for a noble fighter. Not bloody violence.
Oh. Goku feels a strong power level. I love the fact like everyone in Frieza's army doesn't know how to sense power levels. That's why they all wear the scouters and shit. And Goku and everyone is like, we feel a strong power level, and like,
we feel a presence.
Yeah, and like everyone in Frieza's army doesn't know how to control power levels either. Like Goku and all of them know how to mask power levels so that they look weak, and then they can like build up their power. Whereas like Vegeta and Nappa, like. They are as strong as they are. They can't hide their power level.
Wait, is fucking Goku finna die in front of his son?
He does die in front of his son, but not right here. Him and Piccolo team up first. It's crazy, like when you watch.
Hi, I'm your brother.
When you watch Dragon Ball from the beginning all the way through, it's crazy how like Master Roshi's watching all this shit go down, and he used to be the protector of Earth, and like now he's watching all of these people just outclass him so much. Yeah. It's like yeah.
He's Master got that Roshi, form where he turns this giant beefed out. Yeah.
Master Roshi is over 300 years old. Yeah, and like that's brought up in Dragon Ball. In the original Dragon Ball, they talk about how Master Roshi found the Fountain of Youth, and that's why he's over 300 years old. And that's how he became such a good fighter as an Earthling, is because he's so old, basically.
Kakarot.
Dude, he is swole compared to Goku. Holy shit.
Yeah, he is.
His bicep is bigger than Goku's head. Roshi got that thing on him. Look, he about to get swole. He about to. That's what he about. He's like, don't worry, Goku. He just
don't worry. I have my staff.
He pulled the staff out of his ass. He just got out of nowhere. He's like, don't worry, I'll do it if I need to.
Oh no! Oh man! He just smacked him with his tail.
I told you, he puts him through a wall.
That's fucked. Who is this stranger with a tail who claims to be?
I forgot they had a narrator. So they only have a narrator for like half of Dragon Ball. Like I think it's like right around the Cell Saga, they dropped the narrator.
This time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku and Piccolo. Right. Fuck. Who's gonna bust first?
Next episode. We gotta hurry this along. What do you think? We watch it for like hour and a half, 2 hours, and I'll cut it down. All the fluff in the middle.
Yeah.
All the fluff.
Yeah. I say a couple episodes wouldn't be bad.
Yeah. Why are they re-showing the fight between Goku and Piccolo?
Because they're gonna.
Because they're about to team up in this episode. Yeah. But they just showed it last episode, is why I'm confused.
Hi, my name is Goku, and my brother has a mullet, and we're finna fuck.
My brother looks like he's already Super Saiyan 3.
With Goku? Find out now.
My brother looks like
Find out now.
My brother looks like a Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
Why does my brother look like Super Saiyan 3? Find out today. This episode is sponsored by whatnot.com. Whatever. Smell it. Smell it. Now,
the enemy is Goku's brother. The secret of the mighty Saiyan warrior. There's a lot of spoilers in the titles, by the way. Like if you
Secrets of the mighty Saiyan warrior.
I don't remember if they do that in Super still, but in Dragon Ball Z, they definitely put the spoilers in the title.
They do. It's like, whoa, who's coming next? Someone stronger than Goku? Question mark.
What's this? Goku goes Ultra Instinct and kills his enemy. Like it's shit like that.
What's
like
this? Goku grabs her by the pussy.
It's like final.
Will Goku grab another pussy, or will he finally realize that women don't have penises in this day and age?
Goku makes a wish to give all women penises.
Yeah. Will Goku use the Dragon Balls to give all women on Earth penises?
That's what Goku
Please,
really
God,
wants.
Goku, do that for me.
Jesus Christ. That explains it. All Saiyans have a soft spot on their head, and if they are to hit it as children, they will lose all of their memory. That could be the only explanation to why you don't remember this.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. The mystery of the soft spot. Oh yeah, they're showing him getting hit on the head.
Mystery of the soft spot.
The mystery of the soft spot.
Grandpa Goku fuck Goku's
Goku's in a fucking incubator. Oh, so Roshi knows this whole story because him and Gohan were best friends.
Yeah.
And Roshi...
I remember that from the live-action movie.
Roshi was a mentor of Gohan, I believe.
Mm.
That's why Goku wanted to learn from Roshi in Dragon Ball, is because he found out Roshi was the master of Gohan.
Mm.
Who the fuck did you think it was, Goku?
Yeah, who the fuck did you think it was, Goku?
God, Roshi finishes this whole story, you guys. You're
talking about me? Yes, you dumb cuck.
For you guys at home, Roshi just told this whole story about how Goku hit his head and then became good, and Goku was supposed to be evil and all this. And he's like talking about this boy in the story, and he finishes the story, and Goku goes, that boy in the story is me, isn't it? Who the fuck did you think it was? We're about to die by a fucking alien who says he's your brother. Why do you think I'm telling you this story?
We're about to die by a fucking alien with a shitty haircut.
You know the reason? Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Must be it.
They didn't hear that at home, but it's okay. So, you know, the reason Akira Toriyama made Goku an alien is because he really liked Superman. And so he made Goku be an alien from a planet that was destroyed. I'm being serious. This isn't a joke.
I'm going to make a Japanese Superman.
That's exactly what he did. That's not a joke at all.
That doesn't kiss women because...
because he wants them to have penises.
Because he wants them to have penises. That is not.
It's crazy that like he talks about the Saiyans like they're hot shit and they used to go around conquering planets and shit. But Raditz has the lowest power level of anyone in Frieza's army.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He's so fucking weak compared to everyone else in Frieza's army. Everyone else in Frieza's army is like Nappa and Vegeta's strength.
Huh.
Nappa. They'll talk about this later, but Nappa is roughly the strength of. He's 5 times the strength of Raditz, and Vegeta is 15 times the strength of Raditz.
Word.
Yeah. And Goku and Piccolo together don't even make 1 Raditz yet.
Jesus.
He's like, I don't have my tail anymore, bro. He's saying he doesn't make any sense because Goku doesn't remember when he goes Great Ape. Like all the way, Goku went all the way through Dragon Ball not knowing that he turns into a Great Ape.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Wait, so he doesn't know he's an alien at this point?
No, Raditz. That's what Raditz is telling him right now. That's the whole conversation that's going on. And Roshi just confirmed that for him. That's why he told him the whole story of Gohan finding him in the woods. Dude, Raditz is gonna beat this shit out of you, Krillin. Keep talking.
he's gonna fuck you raw.
He's gonna fuck you raw, Krillin.
Yeah, he's literally just like swatted you with his tail.
He's so fucking strong. He could fuck all of them.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh, he said a giant meteor killed Planet Vegeta.
Yeah, that's what they think killed Vegeta. But we saw at the beginning of the series what.
Yeah.
Kai kind of spoils it because the regular Dragon Ball Z doesn't start like that. The regular Dragon Ball Z doesn't show you that first scene with Bardock and Frieza fighting. That's not how Z starts. But Kai kind of spoils that it's not actually a meteor that destroyed Planet Vegeta. That's supposed to be a big reveal later down the line. So he went to find his brother. Dude, he is so much bigger than Goku. More than I remember. Like, I don't remember him being this. If you play the video games, Raditz is like the same size as Goku. And it's been so long since I watched this show, I forgot Goku's so tiny.
That still seems like a boy.
Yeah. That's crazy. He's like my age. He's like our age right now. He's only like 23, 24. He's like right about our age. So I know, like...
That boy has sane blood.
I know I keep saying we'll watch Dragon Ball eventually, but you know in Dragon Ball, he meets Chi-Chi for the first time, and Chi-Chi just fucking adores him. And she's like, you're going to be my husband. And Goku's like, okay, because he thought it was some kind of food. Huh. So he thought she was going to feed him. And then he's like, husband, I wonder what that tastes like. That's crazy. And he's like...
So that's why he's married to this woman? And
yeah, that's how they get... That's really... And he promises to marry her because he thinks marriage is some kind of food or whatever. And then he sees her years later when he's like 16 or 17. And she's like, Goku, you remember me? And he's like, yeah. I promised to marry you, and I'm gonna do that. And like he keeps his promise because Goku keeps his promises or whatever, and he ends up doing it. And it's like a whole thing.
That's a pretty dumb reason to get married with somebody. Yeah,
he promised he would marry her. The fuck you expect from him?
I expect from the train. He's getting his ass whooped right now.
He's getting his ass whooped. God damn, he just got bitch slapped by his brother, and I missed it.
His walking jizz pallet is getting kidnapped by his brother.
His walking jizz pallet.
That's funny. That's a weird way to describe a kid.
You know, the show doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to, too. I thought we were going to start watching this, and I was like, God damn, the animation's going to be not great.
It's going to be fucked. But no, it's not. Actually.
Yeah, it's not terrible. He told Goku he has to kill like 100 people or some shit, or 1,000 people. I don't know. He has to kill a bunch of humans, and Raditz told him, don't worry, I'll find them. Just stack them here on the beach. That's what Raditz just said.
Jesus fuck.
Raditz is going to fly away and Piccolo's going to fly down and he's going to be like, haha, I saw that whole thing happen. That's crazy. Why is he in the water now? Goku just rolled over to the water.
He like crawls backwards towards the water. He's like,
that's better.
This is actually nice.
Yeah. In my boots and everything.
Yeah. Sand in my gi.
You're talking again? Krillin, pipe the fuck down.
Pipe the fuck down.
Bro, keep your no-nose having ass out of here.
You know what Krillin's favorite part about fucking around is?
What?
Finding the fuck out. That motherfucker gets his shit rocked so much.
Dude, you know that's so true.
Dude, it's so fucking funny. It's like, and it like never...
You don't know a lot about Dragon Ball, but that's like the most accurate thing I think I've heard you say.
Yeah. Dude, that motherfucker Krillin just just keeps fucking around and he cannot stop finding out, bro.
That's why he starts fucking around and he's like, damn, that blonde android's pretty cute, man.
He's like, yo, you telling me nobody else will fuck that robot?
I'll fuck that robot.
And then have a baby with the robot For some,
and he has a literal sex doll.
Yeah, he has a living sex doll that has a working uterus.
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah.
How the fuck does that work? Are they cyborgs though?
Yeah, they're technically cyborgs.
So she got it. Got it.
Yeah, they call them androids for some reason in Dragon Ball, but like they're definitely cyborgs because like they explain that they're basically people. So
I'm basically a person. I'm 3/5 of a person.
In Dragon Ball Z Abridged, they make that joke when they're talking about how the androids work or whatever, and they're talking about how like they're actually cyborgs. And Bulma's dad is like going through the schematics on making the cyborgs and shit, and he's like, "Huh, the baby maker still works."
Damn, that's what he's worried about the whole time.
That's what he's worried about.
He's like, I cannot wait to gush in this.
Can
gash.
I fuck it? Yeah.
Can I fuck it?
At least
that should be like. Never mind. I had a good idea
half
for
of the cast of Dragon Ball. That's what they're really worried about. Krillin, especially, like his favorite part of fucking around is finding out. Yeah. That's what you have to do to the androids. Is you have to. He's trying to fuck around. Shit.
Is that zucchini bread you got going on right now? Oh,
it smells good.
I don't know why I thought it was zucchini bread. I was like, I got excited.
So it's funny. Nobody else
love that shit.
Yeah, they talk about this in Dragon Ball, but nobody else can ride Nimbus. Because you have to be pure of heart to ride Nimbus, and Goku's like pure of heart, obviously.
Yeah, he don't even want to kiss girls because it's nasty.
Yeah. And then we see it's supposed to be like it's like a huge coming of age moment, I guess. But when we jump forward in Dragon Ball Z a little bit, and Gohan is in high school, he's riding Nimbus to high school, and it's supposed to be like a passing of the torch, like he's the new main character, and he's pure of heart because he can ride Nimbus.
That's very sweet. That is very sweet. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh,
the blackest character in the show is here.
The blackest character in the world, actually.
In the world, he's green, but he's the blackest character in the world.
Yeah. No.
Have you seen how Dragon Ball draws black people with the biggest fucking nose?
Yeah.
I know it sounds like I'm making a racist here, but like that's just how they draw them. That's not me. That's Dragon Ball.
Yeah. No. And there's this race of people that actually look like old school racist cartoons of like Bebop racist cartoons of black people. Like that's how they draw. Like, and then like it's just like a race of like the black characters. Like not like they're like black skinned, but they're not.
What?
Like no, there's the ones. It's like a fat dude. He's
just
you're talking about
like the one. That's not a race. He's a genie. He's just.
Yeah. See, I don't know that much about Dragon Ball, but it's like that's like a crazy archetype that they made that motherfucker.
In the I don't know if you watched 4Kids growing up, but it's like WB 4Kids or whatever.
Oh, and, I was like, I mean, I probably knew several kids growing up.
No, WB 4Kids.
But no, I did know. I would
watch Yu-Gi-Oh! WB 4Kids was a Christian-run programming, and they would censor so many anime. And Popo is the character you're talking about. They made Popo blue in the 4Kids dub of Dragon Ball, which is crazy.
Nice.
And they do so much shit like that, where it's like the WB4Kids dub is where the joke comes from, where Brock from Pokemon, he picks up a rice cake, like nigiri or whatever, and he's like, I love jelly-filled donuts. Like
that's funny. I love jelly-filled donuts. Not nigiri, because in America they eat jelly-filled donuts.
Yeah.
Silly little flying cloud. Do you have a flying cloud, bro?
No, Piccolo's strong enough that he can actually fly. See.
Oh. So what entitles you to be able to fly? Just your strength?
It's about ki control. It's about knowing how to use your energy, basically.
Nice.
And Goku's done it before, but he's not very... So he actually can fly. He just can't fly fast like Piccolo because he doesn't have that kind of control yet. And Raditz can because he's like 5 times stronger than Goku right now.
I love how I was pointing in the area, and he's still like, "Oh shit!"
7,000, and it's coming from the pod.
I thought it was 710.
Oh, did he say 700?
Yeah.
I thought he said 7,000. No, but I believe when Gohan loses control here later, his power level jumps up to like 10,000, I think, or it's something like that. But it's just for like the one moment while Gohan is angry and he hits the shit out of Raditz.
Punches his dipshit uncle in the nuts.
Yeah.
So I take it he dies, though?
Who?
Raditz.
Raditz dies, yeah.
But he dies a bad guy?
Yes, he dies a bad guy. He doesn't get a whole arc like Vegeta.
Good, man. Fuck him and that fucking
That would have been
dumbass
cool
mullet.
though if like Goku's brother became like a fucking main character. You think that could have been a cool like I don't know something they could have thrown in there. There could have been more Saiyans too.
There could have been more Saiyans too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they do away with him? You think?
The fucking he didn't care. The writer didn't care. He was like, I'm not gonna do anything else with Goku's brother. Fuck this.
So they just like kill off the only other Saiyan. Well, I guess not knowing that was like. I guess he's like.
Well, they also kill off Nappa, who you're gonna meet, which is Vegeta's partner.
Nappa.
Nappa.
Oh,
which
damn.
is Nappa is a type of cabbage.
Oh.
Going back to the vegetable theme.
Oh, cool. Okay, heard that. Nappa, like the
and
auto parts store.
And he grows. He puts these seeds in the ground and grows Cybermen, which are like these crazy strong little cabbage people. And they're as strong as Raditz. They have a power level of about 1,000. And it's funny
how what does it Cell kind of does something like that too?
Yeah, Cell. Yeah. The whole thing that happens with Cell is supposed to be a reference to the Cybermen from earlier that Nappa does.
Nice. That is none of your business. All right, then. I'll try.
Man, I'm about to show you. Nudity gets you stronger on this planet.
Huh.
They're about to undress because he's wearing a weighted gi, and it's going to make him stronger.
Who?
Goku. The blue on his gi, that's a weighted shirt.
Word.
He throws it off here in a second, and it hits the ground like.
Damn.
And his shoes too. His shoes are weighted. Goku wears weighted shoes and
Is
a
he
weighted
still
shirt.
like that now?
Yeah, no, like the blue is always weighted gi. That's why if you look at the humans like Yamcha and Krillin, they're not wearing blue underneath their orange shirt because they're not. Well, they are now in Super, but like back then during the episode that we're watching, Krillin and Yamcha aren't strong enough to wear weighted gi constantly under their shirt. Oh yeah, his wristbands too. You heard how they hit the ground.
Yeah.
And Piccolo's cape, the fucking shoulder pads he has on him, those are weighted too.
Yeah, that just slammed on the ground a second ago.
And his turban that he wears. He has like a weighted thing in his turban.
Well, I bet his neck hurt like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Not powered up yet. They can hide their power level.
That doesn't mean we can't win. So Piccolo decides, he's like, I gotta find Goku so I can.
Do what?
So Piccolo decides, he's like, hey, I gotta go find Goku so we can fight this motherfucker.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And it's like, Piccolo's still kind of a bad guy at this point. He's still mad at Goku for killing his dad. And it's not until, Gohan's left without a father and he's like, damn, someone has to train you because there's more Saiyans coming to avenge Raditz in like a year or so. And he's like, so I guess I'm going to train you. And it's training Gohan that kind of gives Piccolo humanity. And like Piccolo slowly becomes a good guy. Because they're about the same age and they slowly kind of grow this like friendship.
Yeah. And I do remember that at some point, like while he's training Gohan, he's like, Gohan is like still a boy, and he's he's being like very cold with him.
Yeah.
And then
because he's still kind of a bad guy.
Yeah, he's still kind of an asshole. And then I can't remember what it is because I do remember seeing those few episodes on. I believe it was WD for whatever.
Yeah.
But
4 Kids. It was either on 4 Kids or Toonami. Toonami used to show it a lot.
Yeah,
that's how I used to watch it when I was really young.
But it's like a thing of like of him in the rain, or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good episode.
Yeah.
And Piccolo, Namekians have an ability. I forget what it's called, but they can basically make clothes. Like they can use an ability to just make clothes. And in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, there's actually a joke where like someone brings up like, why don't you just do that to make money? You can just make clothes. Like you'd have a house and everything because you can just fucking constantly make clothes and sell them.
Is Piccolo homeless?
Piccolo lives in the fucking desert. Like the only time you ever see Piccolo is because when he's like meditating in the desert. But it's because he doesn't really care because like Namekians are very like minimalist and shit, and they're like a very passive species.
That's fucking crazy. He's just like,
but no.
Where do you live, bro? You want to come by my house, man?
The outfit.
Like, no, I don't want to go sit in the fucking desert while you meditate, bro. I'm fucking good on that. Let's go to my house.
The outfit that Gohan's wearing when Piccolo trains him, it's he's like, here, Piccolo's like, I'm gonna give you an outfit that looks like your dad's, and he gives him an orange jumpsuit and gives Gohan a sword and all this shit, and like that's what Gohan's wearing as a young boy when Piccolo trains him. There's like an outfit that Piccolo literally makes, and it's such a sweet moment because Piccolo's a good guy now, and Gohan and Goku come out of the time chamber, and it's been a year for them, and Gohan's like a teenager now. He's like grown up. And he looks at Piccolo's like, "Wow, you've grown up, Gohan." And Gohan's like, "Hey, Mr. Piccolo, will you make me some clothes? Because like the training armor that they went into the time chamber with, they destroyed training so much. So like Gohan's wearing this destroyed outfit. He's like, will you make me some clothes?" And fucking Piccolo's like, "Yeah, what do you want? An outfit like your dad?" He's like, "Oh, actually, I was hoping you could make me an outfit like yours." And Piccolo's like fucking all bashful and shit. And he makes him the purple outfit and like fucking gives him a cape and everything just like him.
Tits, that's cool. I like
that. And that's like a good best friend moment.
Oh, bro, he just got his arm cut off?
Yeah, but he just got his arm cut off. Look at those sharp outlines.
Grow your fucking arm out, bro. Come on, blood.
No, he doesn't show it to her. Piccolo generally, when he gets his arm pulled off, lets his enemies think that he can't grow his arm back. Like, lets them think that it's a... He kind of downplays the whole fact that he can regrow that.
So he just kind of like was born knowing everything?
Yeah, like the way Namekians work is like they spit out an egg to like give birth or whatever, and like they can birth a new Namekian that way.
Is it almost like a copy of them?
That's what I was about to say. Is like it doesn't have all. I forget exactly how it works. They kind of explain it at one point. He doesn't have all of the memories of Demon King Piccolo, but he has enough of the memories to know that Goku killed his father, basically. But yeah, you do kind of get some of the memories from the person before you. Oh, he's about to do that thing.
So why
Piccolo does it for the first time? This is a move that he's been practicing. He has to charge it for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's insane. It's insane because it's a move that he can use later, just like fucking that.
Yeah.
Which it just kind of shows you how strong he becomes or whatever. Like,
and what I love in the tournament, the first tournament in Dragon Ball Super, he goes to fight in the tournament, and they're kind of just like, "Hey man, just so you know, like, you don't have to win. So if you want to forfeit it all or just back out, that's totally fine." And he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, why does nobody have faith? He literally said, he's like, everyone has so little faith in me right now. And everyone's like, "Be careful, Piccolo." And he's like, "What the fuck?
What the fuck?"
And he's just like, off.
Oh my god.
Noah's hit me up.
I'm about to have a seizure looking at this Kamehameha.
Off rip, he goes.
First Kamehameha in the show so far. Look at that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was
one out of several hundred, huh?
One out of... Well, actually, after rewatching it with Derek in high school, I realized they don't use Kamehameha as much as I remember them using it as a kid.
I'm listening. I'm telling this person.
I'll
call you back.
They use Kamehameha. They really don't use it that much. Like, Goku uses Kamehameha one time the entire time he's fighting Frieza. And he's fighting Frieza for like 30 episodes. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but for those of you listening at home, the fight with Frieza and Goku, I don't know if it still holds. In Z, in this.
I do. That shit lasted forever.
It lasts 30 episodes, and I don't know if it still holds the record, but it used to have, I knew at one point, like when I was in high school, it had the record for the longest fight in anime history.
Which is
because Goku, Frieza's over here like, "Hey, the planet's gonna blow up in 5 minutes," and then the fight goes on for 30 fucking episodes.
Yeah, dude, and they're like, and like you said,
which like also you said earlier,
he's sitting there powering up for 3. There's a whole episode where it's just, I think it's like 2 episodes where it's just Goku powering up.
It's not 2 episodes, but like it's like pretty much the second half of the episode when Goku fights Majin Buu. He's like, "This is Super Saiyan 1. All right, now this is Super Saiyan 2. And then like he gets the static and everything around him. And then he's like, "Now this is to go even further beyond." And then he's literally sitting there screaming for 3.5 minutes. And like the whole world is shaking. Trunks is like, because like everyone knows they need to get the Dragon Balls. So like little kid Trunks went to get the radar to trace the Dragon Balls. And Trunks is on the way to meet everyone back up. And Trunks is like, "What the fuck is that?" And he is miles, like probably hundreds of miles away from Goku. And he can feel Goku's energy, like just the waves that are coming up. And he's like, he's creating tsunamis in different countries. And like just the energy of Super Saiyan 3 is shattering windows in cities and shit.
He's about to rip his fucking tail off, ain't he?
Oh, no.
Oh, he's rearing that thing up, boy.
If you grab a Saiyan by their tail, it immobilizes them.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a whole thing. That's why Vegeta eventually gets his tail cut off. I'm kind of spoiling that in Z, but like you already know that in Super he doesn't have his tail. So after Goku and Vegeta fight for the first time, his tail gets cut off, and he's told you might not grow it back. Like Kakarot didn't grow his tail back after it got cut off so many times, and Vegeta was like, it doesn't fucking matter. It kind of hinders us anyway. Like we can't move if it's fucking grabbed. It's like Vegeta doesn't really care that his tail was cut off.
Yeah, and he doesn't like being in that ape state anyway. He doesn't
like having to rely on it because it's like he feels like he's already so strong he shouldn't have to use this.
Damn, bro. Goku looks like he's about to fucking shalaka them cheeks.
So Raditz right now is promising that he'll be a good guy and Goku's about to let his tail go. Right.
Yeah, he always does that.
Yeah, he tries to see the best in people, and it just like always fucks Goku. He does that to Frieza later on in the show, and it fucks him.
What a fucking dumb cunt.
He's pure of heart. That's why he can ride the Nimbus. But like, also being pure of heart kind of makes you a dumbass.
Yeah, it makes you fucking ignorant as hell.
You like that? You had.
So that's why they wrap their tail around. That's why they wrap
it around them. Yeah. That's why I forgot to mention that, but I'm glad you picked up on that. Like that's exactly why they wrap it around their waist like a belt.
I wondered that watching the Broly movie. So why would you do that?
What?
Because I would want my shit to sway in the wind.
Oh. You just immobilized your enemy who's 5 times as strong as you, and like, you just let him go. You just let him go. Oh, because he's beating up Goku. Shit. Gohan's mad.
Is that a real Dragon Ball on his hat?
Yeah, that's the 4-star Dragon Ball. That's the Dragon Ball that Grandpa Gohan gave to Goku as a young boy. And Goku, after the original Dragon Ball series, Goku was like, I'm going to go find... I have to go find the 4-star Dragon Ball that my adopted father gave me so that I can give it to my son. And then Goku put it on that hat for him.
That's very nice.
And also, so I talked about it earlier, but there's a Goku Jr., Goku's great-great-grandson at the end of GT. The Dragon Ball he ends up finding...
1307, wow.
Oh, wow. He's way stronger than Raditz.
Stop hurting my daddy.
Yeah. That's an attack you can get in Xenoverse.
Oh, damn. That fucking...
He cracked the armor.
He cracked his chest plate. God damn. Takes his breath away. He's like...
Goku's like, Gohan, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, he's looking at him like, what the fuck?
So, like, it's moments like
he's this. Like, son, quit for the love of God calling me daddy.
It's moments like this. Like, there are several moments like this, but it's moments like this that's hinting at that Gohan has a hidden potential that no one really knows about. And it's so funny because when you get to the Cell games, fucking Goku and Cell are fighting evenly matched, right? And he's like, they're...
Damn, oh my god.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you get to the Cell games, right? And Goku and Cell are fighting evenly matched. And Cell's like, haha, Goku, we are evenly matched. Haha. And he's like, fucking, they're fighting or whatever. And Goku's like, alright, I forfeit. And Cell's like, what the fuck? No, this doesn't happen this way. Like, you're gonna come up here and punch me in my fucking perfect jawline like a man.
Is that what he says?
Because he's like, no, he doesn't literally say that, but like, he's perfect form. Like, Cell thinks he's perfect. Yeah. So like, he's like, you're gonna come up here, like, I'm perfect. I need to show I can fucking beat Goku, the strongest of them all. Mm-hmm. And Goku's like, no, there's still one more fighter. Son, get in here. He literally throws his son to the wolf, and everyone's like, Goku, what the fuck are you doing? You're not throwing your 11-year-old at this fucking monster that you just went toe-to-toe with. You're the strongest fighter out of all of us. Get back out there and fight Cell. And Goku's like, no, Gohan's got this. You guys just don't understand. He's got this hidden potential inside of him that none of you see. And Gohan's even like...
Oh, so that's like his super... Like, that's almost like his... his most powerful thing is like his secret weapon is his potential.
That's exactly.
Which is why later on he gets the beast form.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Which is that equally matched to Super Saiyan Blue?
That is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. It's
Word.
It's implied.
So he surpasses his dad's godlike power.
Currently, where the anime is at, because the superhero movie is the newest thing that's come out in the anime. Currently, where the anime is at, Gohan and Piccolo are both stronger than Goku and Vegeta with their new forms. Which is usually how it goes. When a character gets a new form, they're kind of like the strongest character now, you know?
Nice.
And I would say Gohan's probably stronger than Piccolo's new form. So, like, Gohan's the strongest, then Piccolo, and then Goku and Vegeta.
Nice. Also, can I say something? I should have said off the top of the episode.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Let me finish my story or whatever. So, like, Gohan's even, like, he gets thrown in there, and he's like, Dad, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, I know I'm, like, as strong as you are, but, like, I don't think I should be fighting Cell. And then Goku's like, no, you got this, son. And then throws Cell a fucking sensu bean. And Cell Cell takes it, and he's like, thanks, Goku, you're the best. And then beats the shit out of Goku's son. And is just, like, dogging him. And Piccolo's like, you fucking monster. You were the worst father ever. And, like, everyone's fucking dogging Goku for this. He's like, no, you guys don't understand. He has this hidden potential, I swear. And
I swear to God, he gets beaten almost
and then Android 16, the dude with the red mohawk, steps in, and he tries to grab Cell. And Cell's like, you know what? I'm tired of your ass. And then fucking kills him. And I told you, you know, like, him and Gohan build, like, a friendship or whatever.
Yeah. And always whenever like, something like that happens in front of a Saiyan.
And Saiyan, they like, snap. And then, like, so Gohan, like, reaches his potential, and then he goes Super Saiyan 2, and he's the first character to reach Super Saiyan 2. And that's when he's like, everyone's seeing this hidden potential that he had in him this whole time.
Yeah.
And he, like, ascends further to, like, a new transformation that no one's ever seen before. And everyone's like, holy shit. So, like, Cell is evenly matched with the Super Saiyan Goku, but, like, Gohan's, like, Super Saiyan 2 now. So, like, he just starts beating the shit out of Cell. And then everyone's like, okay, son. Like, Goku's like, okay, son, you can end it now. And he's like, I'm not done playing yet. Like, he's starting to act like Goku and Vegeta. Like, that Saiyan pride is, like, taking over. And he's like, no, I'm beating the shit out of Cell. Leave me alone. And, like, that's kind of what gets him caught up. And Cell's like, fuck this shit. I'm going to blow myself up. Like,
Ooh. Ooh.
Anyway, I'm sorry. You had a question?
Dinner's done.
I'll be in there in a second.
You
forgot your question?
I do.
I'm sorry.
I
wanted
no, it wasn't a question. I just thought about this while you were talking. So last night I was looking for.
He's talking about Goku's friends using the Dragon Balls to wish him back. He's like, he'll be okay anyway. And Raditz is like, what the fuck are you talking about, Dragon Balls? What the fuck is going on right now? And so, I'm kind of spoiling what's going on right here. But Raditz is asking all these questions because he knows Vegeta's listening and on the other line of his scouter. And so Vegeta and his partner come to Earth not to avenge Raditz, but they're actually looking for the Dragon Balls because Vegeta wants to be immortal.
Oh, yeah. I remember it was something like that because at one point, like...
They actually don't give a fuck that Raditz is dead. They're like, okay, you killed our friend. We don't really care. We're Saiyans. We don't really care about that shit.
That's crazy how his brother just shows up and they kill his brother off.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Isn't it? His brother's been in literally 3 episodes.
Ooh. Does that just take a soul? Like, just take his fucking soul away.
He went to go attack him, but
he was already dying.
Yeah, he's dead before he could even attack him. So Piccolo just stopped.
That's nuts. Bulma can get it.
That's the second time you said that. Oh shit. Oh, so they didn't like really establish. Oh, it doesn't show it. Damn. So in the original, I forgot they fix it in Kai, but in the original Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta has red hair and his armor is like lime green and red. Because
really?
they didn't really have because the manga's in black and white, so they didn't really have established what color everyone was supposed to be yet. So like they didn't know what color to color Vegeta, so they used a crazy color palette on his ass.
Word. And then where can you see that?
Huh?
It's fixed now, you say?
It's in the original Dragon Ball Z, but in Kai it's fixed, and we're watching Kai. So like it's
true.
Yeah. But when Vegeta gets back to when they don't fix Vegeta's coloring to be like this until Vegeta and Nappa get to Earth. And actually, so if you notice, Nappa's coloring is wrong. His shit is supposed to be yellow, And you'll see it, like, they didn't fix Nappa for some reason in Kai, but when they get to Earth, you'll see Nappa, his armor will change to yellow instead of brown.
Damn, is Goku really finna die right now?
I thought Goku was dead already, to be honest. You know what's funny is, like, everyone makes jokes about, like, oh, Goku just constantly dies and leaves. Goku only dies twice in all of Dragon Ball.
It's like, in my mind...
I had a penny for every time.
He said, if I had a penny for every time...
It would only be two, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
I like that a second pass before you all clicked the joke that I had made.
So also, in here, he has a bruise on his chest because they fixed that in Kai. In the original Dragon Ball, he has a fucking hole in his chest because Piccolo's attack tore through both of them.
You know, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and like he's bleeding out like all over. I believe in Kai because they made Kai more kid-friendly. There's no blood in here. Maybe Frieza bleeds because his blood is purple. But Goku's supposed to be bleeding out a lot right now. And like that's not in this edit, I guess.
There's a Zenzu bean. Puts it in his ass.
I don't know. I prefer soft shell, I guess. Oh, okay, perfect.
I love a nice. You know, like the hard shells that are squared off at the bottom.
I just realized.
I have some of those.
Fucking love those.
But I just did one of the 2 packs I had.
Yeah,
I just realized.
You heat them up beforehand. My mama never heated them up. I didn't.
Yeah, no, I oven.
Hell yeah! I bet them bitches crispy as hell.
I just realized 2 things.
Yeah.
I just realized 2 things. First off, you just saw it tear through Goku. Like, the special beam came through, and then he just has a bruise on his chest.
He just has a giant burn on his chest.
And the other thing I just realized is, the first time he used Special Beam Cannon, it doesn't have purple on it. Like, in Super, it's yellow and purple when he uses Special Beam Cannon.
Yeah.
So it was only yellow just now.
Yeah. Where we at on this thing?
We at hour 13.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I thought we'd been doing this for 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
An episode's like 20 minutes. We're on episode 4.
True that.
Yeah. I'm surprised we're at an hour already. I guess not. Oh, he's going on Snake Way!
Yeah. I gotta run down Snake Way to make it to my family. Oh my god, Chi-Chi doesn't know he's dead yet.
No. This is how she finds out.
Oh my god.
I think it's Krillin that tells her. I hope Gohan's getting along with everybody. Your husband's dead, bitch!
I worry too much.
I wish you could have gone with them. She's looking at Gohan's house.
Motherfucking hello, Kiki. Chi-Chi.
That's the motherfucking Ox King.
Damn, that's a big...
That man can't fit through doorways. That's Derek.
No, like that makes total sense as Ox King, not just the horns. He's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I forgot how big he. I forgot.
So he's bleeding right there. You saw he was bleeding in that.
Oh, was he bleeding?
Yeah,
It was red, but it didn't look like blood.
Yeah. It just looked like red, and instead of the bruise, it was a dark. It looked like a hole.
No.
And there's blood on the.
There's
blood on the grass.
They're kind of going to explain this here in a second, but basically, since Goku is a pure-hearted person, pure-hearted people in the universe are allowed to keep their bodies in death. So whenever Goku dies, his body disappears. But you don't see all the other characters disappear because they don't get to keep their bodies in death.
Yeah.
Gohan never dies, but I think if Gohan were to die, he would probably be one of the characters that gets to keep his body.
All the same, we need to gather up these fucking... Is that why the Dragon Balls are so small now and they get bigger over time?
No. The Dragon Balls on Earth are small. The Dragon Balls on Namek are huge.
Yeah, and then the Super Dragon Balls are the size of planets.
Are the size of a planet, yeah.
I wonder what you could do with those.
You can make any wish according to Super, but I don't think that's completely true. I think there's some like...
I would make a universe where almost everything happened the same, but everyone's life is 10 times better.
You kind of learn the different restrictions of the Dragon Balls. The Earth Dragon Balls have the most restrictions. Like, there's a lot that the Dragon can't do. The Namekian Dragon Balls have a little bit less restrictions, but the biggest downside to the Namekian Dragon Balls, so they can grant 3 wishes, but they can't do multiple resurrections. That you would have to waste a wish per resurrection, basically. which is why later on, once we get to that point, they waste one of the wishes, wishing Piccolo back to life, because they're like, well, if we wish Piccolo back to life, then Kami will come back to life because like their lives are tied together. So when
I
Piccolo
guess
dies,
you're
Kami
right.
dies. So like if we just wish Piccolo back to life, we can get the Earth Dragon Balls back, and then we can just resurrect everyone with the Earth Dragon Balls. So they wish for Piccolo to come back to life. Then they wish for Piccolo to come to Namek for some reason. Um, and then waste of a wish. And then I believe they wish for everyone who was killed by Frieza's men to come back to life, or something like, or no, because they can't do multiple resurrections. I forget what they did with the third wish on Namek.
That he never killed him, maybe?
No, that's not.
Uh-oh, about to bust that arm out.
Let's go. So it's slow now because he's not. He doesn't really. He's not good at regenerating it, I guess, because his power level's
Yeah.
low. But like,
Then he'll get his arm ripped off and he's just like,
yeah. It happens. It happens so much later. Like he just constantly gets his arm ripped off. Like later in Super, Gohan and Piccolo are training together, and Gohan accidentally tears his arm off.
I just want there to be a pit at the end of one battle where it's
So-
like limbs, and it's just all his limbs.
so Piccolo, Goku's enemy,
Yeah.
is finna take his son
Yeah,
and train him without his mother knowing.
Yes.
And he's just gonna be gone.
He's like, yeah, and then Krillin's gonna go to Chi-Chi and be like, hey, so your husband died by his alien brother, and the worst villain we've ever met in your entire life just stole your son. So good luck with that.
Oof.
Yeah, he's basically gonna train Gohan, and he's like, who the fuck's gonna stop me? That's literally what Piccolo's big dick swinging right now.
Grabbed him with the new arm.
Oh my God! So Chi-Chi won't have her son for a year.
Yeah.
That is traumatizing me right now.
And then it happens again later when
How do
he
you
goes
think she
into.
feels?
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, I just feel.
And then
Like,
it happens
poor
again
Chi-Chi.
later when he goes into the time chamber and she gets pissed at Goku because she's like, I just missed a year of my son's life in a single day.
God damn.
Tommy.
In her defense, I
So
get it.
that's-
In his defense, they're not gonna die.
That's the other half of
Piccolo.
of Demon
Big dick swing.
Big Dick swinging for real.
Proportionately, it's actually very small.
That's the demon that rates people's souls, and he tells you whether you're going to hell or somewhere else because they don't really have heaven in the Dragon Ball universe. Yo, Goku just doesn't give a fuck. Just the same character all the way through.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I feel like his straightforwardness, like, even though I guess it's technically disrespectful to talk to gods like that, but he's kind of just like,
He's just like, hey, can I?
hey, let me get straight to the point. Can I do this? And they're like, yeah, I guess, yeah. If you want, yeah, sure. See, and he just wants to, yeah. Normally people are too scared to talk to me, so I guess I'll let you do what you want. And then he's always trying to, like, he's like, this is the god of the afterlife or whatever. He's like, hey, can I stay here for a bit and train?
He's like, Kami is also over 300 years old, and I just think it's so interesting how like Namekians live so. Namekians are closer to Viltrumites from like Invincible because they age rapidly in the first couple of years of their lives,
And then just stop.
They age slower the older they get.
Oh, that's how he meets King Kai, huh?
Yeah, he's going to King Kai right now. I was about to ask if we could skip this shit because I hate him running through Snake Way, but I also forgot they cut all the filler out of Kai, so it might.
Yeah, because I remember it takes him forever to get through there.
So in Dragon Ball, Goku actually goes to meet Kami, and he has Kami train him. Which, like, in Dragon Ball, Kami is the closest thing Goku's ever met to a god.
Goodness. Seems Gohan is our gayest ticket.
I'm monologuing, bro.
I don't think he was monologuing. It looked like he was talking out loud.
Yeah, it's like he just
Imagine,
like just
you're
just
an all-knowing god, and someone
monologue.
turns away from you and just starts talking out loud to themselves in your office.
I'd be like, excuse me.
At least fucking walk outside of the room.
You have somebody walking up behind you, they kind of like bump into you on the walk up because you're in the way. You're still dissociating into the floor. Man, I like how they start the deity stuff off now.
Yeah, just right away.
Yeah.
Get straight into it. Well, actually, if you watch Dragon Ball, it's not really getting straight into it because I don't really. Well, they say Kami is like the guardian of Earth, and Kami means God, but like you find
Is that why it's called a Kamehameha?
No, it has nothing to do.
No.
Roshi invented the Kamehameha. It has nothing to do with Kamehameha.
Huh. Tacos?
Why don't you go over there and break the bad news to Chi-Chi? She likes you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Fuck that, dude.
That's fine.
Look at these fucking hawks I got on me.
Roshi's
boom, 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 boom.
Roshi in Dragon Ball, the first time they meet Roshi, because like the whole joke about Roshi is that he's a pervy old man. He knows where one of the Dragon Balls is in the first arc that they meet him, and he won't tell them though. He's like, "No, I don't fucking know. You guys get out of here." And Bulma flashes her panties, like she pulls up her dress and flashes her panties at this fucking old pervert man, and he's like. Thank you guys so much for listening to the Riff Ranch. This was fun, honestly. We should do more stuff like this. I'm gonna listen to this back and listen to how interesting this actually was. And if you guys like this, we'll do more stuff like this. I think we're definitely gonna plan on doing at least another one of these for October. You guys should go check us out on Patreon, Instagram, YouTube. Follow, like, and subscribe on YouTube.
And hit that bell to get notified for more.
Yes, thank you guys so much. We love you, and we need you.
And we need you, brother.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Dad.